Not only are Disney movies fun to watch, but they also teach us lessons about life that we can take with us far after the movie has ended. Here are 25 great Disney movies you can learn life lessons from, ranked by the professor. What did we get right or wrong? Please share your thoughts in the comments below or on Facebook. Number 25, Cars.
Lightning McQueen that's a racer and he meets a best friend named Maida, which really is a tow truck.
The main character in Cars is Lightning McQueen, a rookie race car competing in the Piston Cup. In the beginning of the movie, he has a single focus, winning. But as the story unfolds, he becomes aware that his life has been all work and no play, leaving him with no friends. That changes when he finds himself stuck in the small town of Radiator Springs. While there, Lightning learns the lessons that while being successful is important, it's more important to have balance in your life. Sometimes you just need to stop and smell the roses, even if you are a famous race car.
Moving on.
Number 24, Moana.
Moana, make way, make way. The ocean helps her cast the deliver Molly across the great ocean.
Moana of Motunui is the daughter of the village chief, and her life has been planned out for her since the day she was born. She is to one day become the chief of an island community with one rule, to never leave the island. Despite her father's expectations, she decides to save the people of her island by following her heart, breaking her father's one rule and saving the world by returning the heart of Te Fiti. Moana teaches us that while the expectations of others can be important, it is more important that we follow our own hearts.
Moana teaches us that we should never give up.
Number 23, Finding Nemo.
It's about Marlin and Dory trying to find Nemo. And also they even have met some turtles.
Among the many things Nemo, Marlin, and Dory teach us is the importance of continuing the journey no matter how impossible it seems. In an unlikely string of events, Nemo and Marlin are able to find each other, escaping things such as a dentist fish tank and hungry sharks. Along the way, they get help from some unlikely friends and survive the greatest fishtail of all time.
Families are important.
Number 22, Up.
Up's about a guy, Mr. Fredrickson, is going up to Paradise Falls. So Mr. Fredrickson is never too old to chase his dreams.
Up is centered around a retired balloon salesman, 78-year-old Carl Fredrickson. He and his wife had dreamed of going to Paradise Falls in South America. Life gets in the way, however, and Ellie passes away, never making it to the waterfall. With the help of wilderness explorer Russell, Carl goes on an adventure of a lifetime and proves to us all that you are never too old to chase your dreams.
I like it because there's a dog who talks. I just met you and I love you.
Number 21, 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella de Vil. She tried to take all those 19 puppies.
101 Dalmatians teach us that friendship is more important than material possessions. Families stick together and help each other out, but it is important to help others out in need as well. Pongo and Perdita did not just save their 15 puppies from the evil Cruella de Vil, they saved them all. Number 20, Coco.
Coco's about that a boy accidentally goes to the dead. Yeah, it teaches you that family's important.
In Coco, we learned that while friends will come and go, your family will be there forever. So you should treat them with respect, make them a priority, and never forget them. It teaches us that we should take the information they give us throughout their lifetimes and pass it on to the next generation.
Where should I put my shoes? Mi amor, mi amor. He said, put them on your head, mi amor, mi amor.
Number 19, Peter Pan.
It's about a girl named Wendy going to a Neverland, which is a place where boys are. They fly.
In Peter Pan, we learned that thinking happy thoughts can result in great outcomes. The happy thoughts help Peter to fly. It reminds us all to be positive, even in the most difficult of times. Number 18, A Bug's Life.
It's about an ant who's trying to protect his colony from some grasshoppers.
In A Bug's Life, the entire ant colony acts the same way except for one ant, a dreamer by the name of Flick. While seen as odd by the rest of the colony, they eventually rely on him to save them all. Flick teaches us that it's okay to think outside the box and that even the greatest heroes can come in the smallest packages.
He goes on a big adventure finding some big bugs, but he never had found a meerkat.
Number 17, Pocahontas.
Pocahontas is about a girl who meets a hunter and tries to make her like life. Yeah, appreciate the things he has.
Pocahontas tried to teach John Smith the value in what was possible in the movie. While he expected to find gold and was prepared to do anything to get it, Pocahontas tried to teach John Smith the value in what was possible in the movie. While he expected to find gold and was prepared to do anything to get it, Pocahontas showed him that he should appreciate the land as it was and be thankful for all it already gave him. The moral of the story, be grateful for the things that you do have instead of always longing for the things that you don't.
I like Pocahontas, do you?
Number 16, Ratatouille.
So, this is about a rat who has big dreams of becoming a chef.
In Ratatouille, Remy is a rat with big dreams of becoming a chef. Despite the many obstacles he faced, such as pressure from his own family and the fact that allowing rats in the kitchen tends to be discouraged, Remy realizes his dream and teaches us all to never judge a book by its cover. We also learn you can reach your dreams if you never give up, even if others don't believe in you.
That no matter what's your size, you can still do a job.
Number 15, WreckIt Ralph.
I like that when he's trying to get Penelope's game back.
In WreckIt Ralph, we learned that every job is important. In his video game, Ralph wrecks everything, making the other characters not like him very much. But once he leaves, they realize there is nothing for Fix-It Felix Jr., the game's hero, to fix. We learn that every job matters in the big scheme of things. Number 14, Tarzan.
Tarzan is about a guy who lives with gorillas.
Both Jane and Tarzan approach each other's cultures from a point of curiosity. Jane might have been hesitant at first, but once they begin to observe and learn from each other, they realize their ways of life are simply different. One isn't right or wrong. No culture is right per se, and it's important not to look down on a culture for being different than yours. Number 13, Dumbo.
I like Dumbo because it's about an elephant who can fly. I think he needs a magic feather, but he really doesn't.
At first, Dumbo didn't think he could fly and needed a magic feather to prove to him that he could. In truth, he had the ability to fly the entire time. He just needed to believe that he could. Dumbo teaches us that once you have faith in yourself, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to.
It's important to believe in yourself, folks.
Number 12, Alice in Wonderland.
There's a girl who goes into a Wonderland, which is trying to follow a rabbit. I like the Cheshire Cat.
So often we are burdened by mistakes we have made in the past, the choices you do or don't make. But what we seem to forget is that those things happened yesterday or the day before. What we should all take away from Alice is that we are a different person today than we were yesterday, and we can be a different person tomorrow too. Whether you choose to continue being the person you were yesterday or working to be a better person tomorrow is pretty much up to you.
Do you like Alice in Wonderland?
Number 11, The Fox and the Hound.
When I say fox, you say hound. Fox.
Hound!
Fox.
Hound! The Fox and the Hound tells the story of two unlikely friends, a red fox named Todd and a hound dog named Copper, who struggle to stay friends because of surrounding social pressures, demanding them to be enemies. The Fox and the Hound teaches us that true friendship should last forever and should take precedence over hatred or competition that threaten the best of friends.
It teaches you that friends come in all shapes and sizes.
Number 10, Zootopia.
My favorite character would have to be Judy Hopps because she wants to be an officer and she's so small.
Zootopia teaches many of the same lessons we have seen earlier in the list, such as believing in yourself and not judging a book by its cover. It also urges us to try everything, which doubles as the theme song for Zootopia sung by Shakira. Main character Judy Hopps is willing to try everything, including getting back up after something doesn't work, to reach her goal to be the first bunny cop in Zootopia.
But that bunny never gives up.
Number 9, Brother Bear.
Brother Bear is about a person who turns into a bear.
A major lesson to be learned by Brother Bear is empathy, the ability to put yourself in the shoes of another being. Kenai thinks bears are worthless monsters until he becomes a bear and is forced to deal with being hunted by Denahi. At the same time, a bear cub named Coda believes humans to be worthless monsters because a hunter killed his mother. By transforming into a bear, Kenai learns the value of perspective and seeing the world through another's eyes. Number 8. Lady and the Tramp.
We are Siamese, if you please. Meow.
Lady and the Tramp teaches us to explore the world. The domesticated lady never leaves home until Tramp, a stray dog, enters her life and shows her the bigger world around them. The lesson does begin when Aunt Sarah takes Lady to the pet shop, but her motives and her reasons are to muzzle her. Tramp, on the other hand, wants Lady to see the unmuzzled life outside of a comfort zone can bring.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
Number 7. Bambi.
It's about a baby deer, some of my favorite character, which is a skunk who thinks it smells like a flower.
The Disney classic Bambi teaches us to never give up. As a baby, Bambi has a lot of trouble walking and learning how to speak. With the help of his new best friend Thumper, he keeps working at it and eventually masters these important skills.
But skunks don't usually smell good, but baby skunks do.
Number 6. The Jungle Book.
It's about a boy who lives with wolves. And then when he got lost, he met a bear who was getting ready for hibernation.
Bagheera the panther tried to teach Mowgli about the dangers of the jungle, but Mowgli was unwilling to listen to Bagheera's advice. He wanted to live in the jungle and he ignored Bagheera's advice. This got Mowgli into a bunch of trouble. Luckily, Bagheera was there to bail him out. The Jungle Book teaches us to listen to others, especially if they have more experience than you.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your stress.
Number 5. The Lion King.
You're the Lion King, aren't you? Yeah, where's Pumbaa?
Simba was in line to become the next king of Pride Rock, but his uncle Scar had different plans. Scar framed Simba to make it look like he caused his father Mufasa's death and drove Simba away to claim the throne for himself. Simba tried to live with this guilt by taking on the Hakuna Matata philosophy, which means no worries. He was unable to overthrow Scar and save Pride Rock until he was willing to forgive himself for leaving his pride for so long.
Don't mess with Simba, folks.
Number 4. Mulan.
The father is very old and she doesn't think he could go to the army, so she takes his place and tries to look like a boy.
Despite living in a time when it was believed that women should be seen and not heard, Mulan didn't allow for gender inequalities to stop her from doing what she believed was right, fighting for her family. We should be like Mulan and first believe in ourselves. Once we do, no limitations can stop us.
She meets a lucky cricket named Quickie and met a dragon named Mushu, which is my favorite character.
Number 3. Aladdin.
You're on Aladdin, aren't you? Aladdin, aren't you? Genie granted Aladdin 3 wishes, and he said he can't make anybody love anybody or bring anybody back to the death.
Aladdin meets Genie and discovers that he will be granted 3 wishes, and Genie breaks down the rules for him. For his last wish, Aladdin decides to free the Genie and allow him to live as a human instead of getting another wish granted for himself. It is a good life rule to not be greedy when someone is offering you a bunch of free stuff and is about to grant your wishes.
I recommend it. Don't copy me, monkey.
Number 2. Beauty and the Beast.
I like it when Lumiere the candlestick sings. Be your guest, and let you do the rest.
Hate leads Gaston down a dark path, and while he manages to sweep the town up into a frenzy through fear, it's ultimately love that wins the day. Belle sees the Beast for who he really is and is able to transform him back into a prince, allowing them to live happily ever after.
We would never judge a book by its cover. cover was not the book, so open it up and take a look, because under the cover was one discover that the king might be a book.
Number 1, Mary Poppins.
Number 1, Mary Poppins! Any normal nanny bring children to the park. When you're with Mary Poppins, Zoe, things you never dreamed of happen. Spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down.
Everyone knows that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, but have you ever really stopped to think about what that means? This is one of the messages Mary Poppins repeats in several different ways throughout the film, so it must be really important. At the beginning of the film, she teaches us that every job that needs to be done can be fun if you find a way to enjoy it.
Mary Poppins is the best.
So those were the 25 movies that we found great life lessons in from Disney films. Which ones do you find to be the most interesting and the most important? Please leave your information in the comments below.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm not done singing though.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, it's a holly jolly day with Mary. Mary makes the heart so light. When the day is gray and not an early, Mary makes the sunshine bright. Oh, happiness is screaming all around her. The daffodils is why we got the dove.